Good morning, Davao, Mindanao, North, South, East, and West. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video to your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. This is Elijah Hilcacho, your newscaster. For the headlines, weather forecast. Karina likely to become a typhoon, enhance southeast monsoon trigger rain. Local news. Davao City Hall cancels Monday's flag racing. DENR Davao corals are thriving amid Davao Samal Bridge construction. Progressive groups give PBBM performance a grade of failure. VP Sara Bongo skip Marcos Sona. National news. Raymond Jonas give Marcos high marks. PNP recalls 75 cops assigned for Sara Duterte's protection. International news. Harris gets a dream start, but the task ahead is monumental. Hamas and Fatah sign agreement in Beijing ending their division, China says. International news. Entertainment news. Exclusive. Beyonce gives Kamala Harris permission to use her song Freedom for her presidential campaign. The Simpsons are once again getting credit for predicting Americans' politics. Sports news. The Olympic Games face a unique set of potential security threats in Paris. Organizers says everyone will be safe. Andy Murray confirms he will retire after Paris Olympics. Featured stories. Cebu's best lechon and Texas best barbecue. Side story. Trivia. What is a tambasakan? Weather forecast. Karina likely to become a typhoon, enhance southwest monsoon triggered rain. Severe tropical storm Karina in strengthening with maximum sustained winds reaching 110 kilometers per hour and gustiness up to 135 kilometers per hour, and is expected to become a typhoon according to Pag-asa. Local news. Davao City Hall cancels Monday's flag raising ceremony. The city government of Davao canceled its weekly flag raising ceremony on Monday morning, July 22, 2024, at City Hall Drive due to bad weather, specifically a drizzle, according to Melody C. Herrera, office in charge of the Human Resource Management Office. The City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office reported cloudy skies with chances of isolated thunderstorms in Davao City. On the same day, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. was scheduled to deliver his third State of the Nation at 4 p.m., where he would discuss his administration's effort to uplift the lives of Filipinos and address various social problems. Vice President Sara Duterte announced she would not attend the SONA and appointed herself as designated survivor. remained in Bohol to emphasize with Boholanos after the death of their vice governor. She emphasized a message of hope and cooperation for the nation's progress. Previously, on June 19, she resigned as Education Secretary. Controversy: Davao City Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte and former President Rodrigo Duterte have criticized President Marcos, with the former urging him to resign and later accusing him of being a drug addict, criticizing his administration's push for charter change. DENR Davao. Corals are thriving amid Davao Samal Bridge construction. An official from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Davao Region revealed that despite the Samal Island Davao City Connector SIDC construction, corals are still thriving in the area. Lawyer Mercedes V. Dumagan, DENR Davao City Regional Director, stated during the Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas on July 16, 2024 that some corals are affected, but the overall condition of the corals was already poor. Dumagan emphasizes that possibility of corals rehabilitation as a required mitigation measure by the Department of Public Works and Highways, and highlighting ongoing water assessments and coordination with the Multi-Party Monitoring Team or MMT. Dumagan shared that underwater assessment are being conducted by the Conservation of Development Division in Panabo City, Environment and Natural Resources Office, Panabo Centro. In June 10, 2024 press conference, the DPWH claimed no coral reef were impacted and planned to install a dust curtain and artificial reefs. However, the Sustainable Davao Movement or SDM contested these claims, stating that pre-construction activities had already affected significant corals, including impeccable, irreplaceable, continual table corals, and emphasized the long-term complexity of corals restructuration and its impact to local fisher folks' livelihoods. Progress Groups gives PBBM performance a grade of failure. Rauf Sisay, Regional Director of Bayan Muna Party List, criticized President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s performance over the past year as failed, citing unfulfilled campaign promises and the continuation of repressive policies from the Duterte's administration, including red tagging, forced disappearance, and extrajudicial killings. Sisay and the other progressive groups, including Anak Bayan, Kabataan Party List, and Gabriela Party List, held a protest at Freedom Park, Rojas Avenue on July 22, 2024, demanding justice for victims and emphasizing other ongoing opposition to the administration until action taken on their issue. Vice President Sara Bongo skips Marcos Zona. According to Valentine News, Vice President Sara Duterte's office announced that she would not watch the Zona on TV or online as she was in Bohol to attend the wake of Vice Governor Dionisio Victor Balete, who passed away on July 17, and to uplift the local community. Duterte emphasizes importance of cooperation and efforts in rebuilding the town and choose to spend Bohol Day delivering a message of hope. Previously, Duterte had declared herself the designated survivor and region as Education Secretary. handing over the position for the former Senator Sonny Angara on July 18. Meanwhile, Senator Bongo posted a video undergoing a medical checkup to ensure his fitness to continuous public service. He attended the third session of the 19th Congress, reiterating his support for the Marcos administration, which highlighted its accomplishments during President's third SONA at the Batasang Pambansa. National news. Raymond Jonas give Marcos high marks. Cebu City Acting Mayor Raymond Alvin Garcia and Madue City Mayor Jonas Cortez praised President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s third State of the Nation address for its applicability to local government issues, particularly the plans for the super health centers and irrigation projects. However, political science professor Nino Olivar and Ryan Dave Ryla criticized the SONA for not addressing economic concerns such as inflation and drop of purchasing power, while also questioning whether the administration achievements have tangibly improved the standard of living for Filipinos. In contrast, the citizen and groups expressed mixed reaction, with a senior citizen giving a SONA an 8 out of 10 for addressing the needs of the elder and persons with disabilities, while others highlighted an unmet expectation like the high price of rice. Progressive groups held a rally in Cebu City calling for various reforms, including the dissolution, charter change, better job opportunities, halting the jeepneys, phase out, and more stringent oil regulation. They also criticized the perceived growing gap between Marcos and Vice President Sara Duterte and administration's policies favoring foreign business entry. PNP recalls 75 cops assigned for Sara Duterte's protection. Vice President Sara Duterte announced on July 23, 2024 that the Philippine National Police he recalled 75 police personnel assigned for her protection following an order issued by the Office of Chief PNP. Duterte assured the public that this would not impact her duties and expressed hope that this move will lead to reduction in drug proliferation and criminal activities. PNP Chief General Romel Marbil explained that the reassignment of around 300 PSPG personnel, including those protecting Duterte, was part of a broader effort to increase police presence on international news. Harris gets a dream start, but the task ahead is monumental. Vice President Kamala Harris, having secured a Democratic nomination and energized party's base, face a significant challenge as she embarks on a campaign against Republican nominee Donald Trump. Despite a strong start, including a unifying speech and high-profile public events, Harris must now navigate the full scope of Trump's anticipated attacks in a highly unpredictable election season. Hamas and Fatah signed agreement in Beijing ending their division, China says. Palestine factions, including Hamas and Fatah, having reached a reconciliation agreement in Beijing aimed at ending their division and strengthening Palestinian unity. The agreement designates the Palestine Liberation Organization (PLO) as the solely legitimate representative of the Palestinian people and outlines plans for post-Gaza war governance. And the creation of Provisional National Reconciliation Government. The role of Hamas in this new structure remains unclear. Entertainment news. Beyonce gives Kamala Harris permission to use her song Freedom for the presidential campaign. Vice President Kamala Harris made a notable entrance at her campaign headquarters by walking out to Beyonce's songs Freedom, which her team had secured approval to use throughout her presidential campaign. Beyonce's swift approval of the song suggests her support for Harris, although no official endorsement has been announced. The Simpsons are once again getting the credit for predicting Americans' politics. The Simpsons episode Bart to the Future from 2000 depicted Lisa Simpson as the first female U.S. president, dressed similarly to Vice President Kamala Harris at her 2021 inauguration. The show's writer Al Jean expressed pride in this prediction. On social media, highlighted show's history of seemingly prophetic moments. Sports news. The Olympic Games face a unique set of potential security threats in Paris. Organizers say everyone will be safe. As Paris prepares to host the Summer Olympic Games, organizers face potential risks including protests, terrorism, and cyber attacks. The Olympics have a history of being targeted, such as the 1972 Munich Games, where 11 Israeli athletes were killed by Black September, and the 1996 Atlanta Games bombing, which injured over 100 people. To address these concerns, France plans to deploy up to 45,000 police officers, particularly during the opening ceremony, with a daily average of around 35,000. Andy Murray confirms he will retire after the Paris Olympics. Andy Murray has announced that he will retire from professional tennis after competing in Paris Olympics, marking it as his last ever tennis tournament. At 37, the three-time Grand Slam champion will make his fifth Olympic appearance, aiming to add to his record of 2 Olympic single gold medals. Murray, who recently underwent surgery for a spinal cyst, was unable to compete in the singles at Wimbledon earlier this month, but received a heartfelt farewell playing doubles with his brother Jamie. Despite his prior uncertainty about the participating in additional tournaments this season, he confirmed his participation on Paris Games. Murray's Olympic journey includes his first gold at London 2012, a victory over Roger Federer, and defending his title to Rio 2016 by defeating Juan Martín del Potro. He also won a mixed doubles silver in London. Featured stories. Cebu's best lechon. Cebu's lechon is renowned for its exceptional flavor for crispy skin, making it a culinary highlight in the Philippines. The secret lies in the meticulous preparation and seasoning. The whole pig is marinated with a blend of spices, herbs, and sometimes lemongrass. Before being slow roasted over an open flame of charcoal, this process ensures a succulent, flavorful interior while achieving the perfect crispy, golden brown exterior. The result is a dish that is both savory and slightly sweet, and has delicious complex taste. Often enjoyed during special occasions and celebrations, Cebu's lechon is widely regarded as some of the best in the country, with popular spots like Rico's Lechon and Cebu Lechon House offering memorable experience for food enthusiasts. Texas Best Barbecue. Texas Best Barbecue is renowned for its focus on slow-cooked, smoked meats, especially beef brisket, which is seasoned simply with a salt and black pepper to let the rich flavor of meat shine through. The meat is smoked over wood fire and several hours, creating a distinct smoky flavor and a tender, juicy texture. Texas barbecue pits often use post, oak, and mesquite wood, which imparts unique regional flavors. The barbecue culture in Texas deeply ingrained, with numerous renowned joints like Franklin Barbecue in Austin and Pecan Lodge in Dallas, drawing a long line for their expertly smoked meats. The experience is as much about the communal atmosphere and tradition as it is about food itself. Side story. Let's watch this. Trivia. What is a tambasakan? Tambasakan or mud skippers are unique among fish because they can walk on land. They use their pectoral fins to propel themselves across mud flats and mangrove swamps, effectively allowing them to move and in and out of water. This adaptation helps them to avoid predators and find food in their intertidal habitats. Additionally, mud skippers can breathe air using their gills and skin, which helps them to survive in oxygen-poor water environments. That is our news for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment if you have any question. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Once again, my name is Elijah Hill. Good morning, Davao.